All right, so we got a cologne impressions right now. Not really, not true first impressions because I've already smelled it, but and not really a review because I haven't spent enough time with it to kind of you know give a full review. But I'm excited about it, so I thought I'd talk. This is May. She's a good dog. Apologize if she acts in a dog like manner, but that's how it is with pets sometimes. So she's just hanging out with me. So this is Club de Nuit Men, not Club de Nuit Intense. That is the Creative Ventus clone that everybody talks about. That one comes in like a black bottle. This is just Club de Nuit Men. This is a 1 million clone by Paco Rabanne. At least that is what I think. Most people seem to agree with that. Although I did read some reviews where people were like, I don't know, I don't really think it smells like it. Now, I don't know how you couldn't think this smells like 1 million. To me, this is a dead ringer. This is a great clone. I actually like this more than 1 million. Um, and, I really love 1 million. I know a lot of people don't like it, but it hits a lot of the things that I like in a fragrance. It's sweet. It's kind of gourmand like. It's warm. It's good for the winter. It's just for me, man. I just like it. But it can be cloyingly sweet at the beginning. That bubblegum sweetness that some people. What are you doing, dog? That bubblegum sweetness that some people talk about. Yeah, you do get that with 1 million sometimes. So this one tones down the sweetness in the beginning. It's still sweet. It's still a sweet fragrance. But that extreme cloying bubblegum smell is toned down. So because of that, I like this more than 1 million. So I lucked out. But it smells pretty much the same as 1 million, man. It is sweet in the beginning. You get some like blood orange, some fruitiness. You get like some spiciness like cinnamon and ginger and nutmeg. You get leather and amber. It's sweet but it's also warm and like spicy. Some people have called this like a woodsy kind of aromatic. I don't really get a lot of wood. Maybe some like in the dry down, but it's mostly like a spicy kind of sweet. Spicy as in like nutmeg and nutmeg and all that. Not like I don't know something weird. But I got this because I went to the mall today and they have a new perfume store that deals in like discount perfumes. So it's like a step above. Well, it's quite a step above like Burlington Coat Factory, where they'll always have like Calvin Klein Obsession and stuff with some pretty decent prices. But this place, they didn't have any niche, but they pretty much had any designer fragrance your heart desires. It was quite amazing. And their prices were excellent. So it's kind of like, Fragrance Net or something like that. So great store. So I checked it out and they had quite a few Armaf fragrances, which I thought was neat. They didn't have Club de Nuit Intense, but they had this. So I've been wanting a 1 million clone for a while because 1 million is too expensive for me. And I like it so much that a decant wouldn't really do it. So I smelled this and I said, okay, that's 1 million. I'm getting it. So fantastic. So I did one spray just to try it out earlier. And it, like I said, it tones down the extreme sweetness at the beginning. But everything else is pretty much the same. There's a little bit of mint at the beginning. There's the spiciness that you like, that cinnamon kind of almost like big red gum kind of vibe is there. It's fantastic. It's not for everyone, of course. This isn't for everyone. This is a very sweet fragrance. It's an interesting fragrance. To go on a little tangent, because why not? It is almost feminine at times. When I wore 1 million and I'm like, this is good. This is good. I like sweeter fragrances, but on the dry down, I'm like, this is almost like a perfume. Like I'm not even really detecting anything masculine at all, which is fine. I mean, you wear what you want, and I enjoy it, so I'm gonna wear it. But I'm like, oh yeah, there is really nothing masculine about it. But then I went and I smelled like Juicy Couture or something, which is like that company is like reigning supreme for female perfume right now. But then I'm like, okay, no, that's way more feminine. So yeah, it is a little feminine, but comparing it to like a good perfume side by side, it has its masculine edge to it. So a lot of talk, but Uh, there's not much to say. To me, it smells like 1 million. If you like 1 million and you just find it too expensive and you want a good alternative, absolutely recommend this. Fantastic. Now, I wanted to get into more Armaf fragrances, like I said, because I liked Ventana. But my biggest qualm with Ventana was the build quality of the package, the whole package. The plastic it was made out of was cheap. As I had said, Ventana had the worst sprayer I have ever seen. It was extremely flimsy, and it probably will break, even though I'm gentle with everything. The actual amount of mist that you got when you sprayed was not that great, but whatever, the smell was fine. Now, this, however, as you can see, is a glass bottle. This is, and other people have said this, and now that I have it, you could kill somebody with this bottle. This is extremely heavy. This is the heaviest cologne I've ever held. I mean, if you want to take a quick look, you can see that the actual cologne sits inside like a little cavity right there. So this is 105 mils, which I thought was kind of neat. Bottle is kind of cool. I actually like this little tag now that I've seen it. I just don't like the rhinestones. I think they look kind of gaudy. I don't know why they're there, but whatever. It's just the bottle. But yeah, extraordinarily heavy. Surprised the cap is very heavy, like very, very heavy. It sits and clicks in very well. You could pick this up by the cap, although I wouldn't, just to be safe. But build quality on the bottle is unbelievable. The actual sprayer is very nice. There's no like really wiggle like there was on Ventana. It's made out of a higher quality material. There's this nice metal ring. The whole thing is like way better. And the actual sprayer, the amount of mist you get is very good. So this does not feel cheap. This was very cheap. Like I think this was like 25 bucks. Totally worth it. I'm in love with the scent. I'm gonna wear the shit out of this, and when I run out, I'm gonna buy more. It is, guys. I love this. I love this. No reason for me to get 1 million. This is better. It tones down all the things I don't like about 1 million and leaves all the things I do. So very happy with the build quality on this. I'll spray it in just a second to show you, but yeah, I love it. It's interesting though, like that there can be that much of a discrepancy in build quality. I mean, like, although it's occurring to me that Armaf is kind of the kind of company where that would be the case, like where you can have one fragrance where the build quality is so poor, and then one where it's like exceeds expectations. They're kind of confusing though. Like they don't ever tell you what they're cloning really. Everybody just kind of figures it out. They clone their clones. There are multiple clones. It just gets confusing. Like, to go on a little tangent, like they have a fragrance called Bois Nuit, which for a while people were saying was like a 1 million clone. But then some people were saying, oh no, well mine is like a clone of La Nuit de l'Homme by YSL. And then people were finding out that like they were just putting the same bottle out, but just putting different scents in. And it's like weird shit like that where it's like there's some jankiness to this company and it's kind of expected. So some of the things are really good and some of them are not. But, you know, that's like a risk I'm willing to take with how nice the two that I at least own now are. I'm sure that Club de Nuit Intense is probably great quality juice. So I'll just spray this on my wrist just for the hell of it. If you can see, I don't know if you could see the mist, but it's great. I have no problems with it. And right off the bat, it's not really that synthetic. I was expecting it to be a little synthetic. I don't really get that. It's not. It's pretty much a nice scent right from the get-go. And it smells like 1 million. It's sweet. Like, it definitely is very sweet up at the front. It is a little bubblegum cloying, but it's more toned down, and it definitely gets rid of that faster, but it's quite powerful. It's strong. This might even be a 2-spray kind of deal. It is quite strong. I mean, great for a date or something, but good Lord, this is fantastic. I did spray this earlier when I tested it. I don't know if I already said this because I repeat myself a lot, but I went outside and it's like 30 degrees and I was sitting outside on the deck and there was a little bit of wind, but man, this was like a scent bubble thing. So No issues with performance. Uh, for as I've only sprayed it once, like I said, so it lasted no problem like the whole day. So I feel like this is one that's going to perform very well. I will have to test it more, and of course I'll talk about this in like my update videos I do. But yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm very, very happy. Beautiful scent though. I mean, even if this wasn't an accurate replica of 1 million, which I think it is, the scent is just so pleasing. You gotta like that kind of thing, but this is fantastic. This is amazing. I'm in love with this. So it's funny. I wanted to get Trey Nuit, which is like the weird triangular blue bottle that's like a Green Irish Tweed clone. And the woman was like, "Oh, I'm really sorry. That's the only one I don't have." So one of you guys recommended that to me for the spring. So I didn't get that, unfortunately, but they also had Shades Wood, which I really wanted to try, but I didn't want to like go crazy and buy a bunch of perfumes, so I just got this. So very happy with it. I highly recommend it. I think it's fantastic. It's an excellent clone of 1 million that I like actually a little more, like I said. That's all. Very happy to share this one with you guys. As you can tell, I'm very excited about it. I'm going to be wearing it a lot. I do have a sample pack coming from a clone company that makes, they're a newer company. They make clones of popular fragrances, and I'm going to do first impressions for all of those. So that'll be exciting. They are Creed Aventus, Green Irish Tweed, Viking, Tom Ford fucking Fabulous, and Tom Ford Oud Wood. So all fragrances. I love Oud Wood. I've never smelled any of the others. Obviously, I've smelled a clone of Aventus, so I'm excited to try what their take on it is. And I have never smelled Viking. I've always wanted to because it just seems like something I would enjoy. I don't know what it smells like. So, yeah, those are going to be coming. Those will be fun. So, yeah, great day for me in the fragrance world, and just in general, it was nice out today. So, hope everyone's smelling good and having a good week. Let me know what you've been wearing these days in the comments. Let me know if you own this fragrance or have any experience with it. I find it amazing. So, that's all. I'll be back with some more, guys. Everyone have a great day.